everyone! Welcome to our YouTube channel, Research Ready and Student Matters Hub by Doc Lynn. Okay. Siguro ngayon yung iba sa inyo ay tapos na sa inyong mga research paper and now nandun kayo sa stage na nagda-doubt kayo, kaya namin na i-defend yung aming research paper. Nung maaaring iba sa inyo ay natatakot, so baka mahigpit no, yung mga defense panel at ganun din, baka mahirap silang magtanong, baka hindi ko alam kung ano yung aking isasagot, baka hindi sila masatisfied dun sa ibibigay kong sagot, dun sa kanilang tinatanong, at ano kaya yung best answer dun sa sagot or sa tanong, na ibabato sa akin ng panel members. No? Marami yung iba sa inyo talagang ngayon in doubt o kaya naman very anxious sila kung kaya ba nila yung defense or hindi. So ano ba yung sagot dun sa mga tanong ni ma'am? Kung ako ang tatanungin, in my own perspective, kayang-kaya nyo. Okay? Unang-una, kayo ang gumawa ng inyong papel kaya walang ibang tao na pwedeng makasagot dun sa inyong research paper. Aside from that, nakabisado nyo ang papel nyo mula sa page 1 o sabihin pa na natin sa preliminaries hanggang sa back page ng inyong paper. Walang iba makakasagot niyan kundi kayo dahil kayo yung gumawa ng paper. Pero sabi ko nga kanina, minsan in doubt pa rin tayo. Kaya ko bang sagutin yung mga tanong ng panel members? Ako, ang advice sa inyo, unang ginagawa ko, no, bago ko i-present ang paper, inaalam ko kung sino yung mga panel members. And then, tinitingnan ko yung kanilang background, no, at inaalam ko kung ano ba yung kanilang field of expertise, yung manner kung paano sila magtanong, no, yung attitude nila during defense, because that can help a lot, no. Yung burden ng pag-iisip kung kaya ba natin o hindi, mai-ease yun kapag meron tayong mga ganong little preparations or small preparations. But aside from that, I'm going to give you 10 tips on how are you going to prepare during your defense, lalo na, quote and quote, kung mahigpit yung panel members, o minsan sinasabi nilang magaling, o kaya naman masungit, or maraming tanong. Okay? So, ito yung mga experiences din na na-observe ko, hindi lang sa mga estudyante, kung hindi sa panel members, kung paano nyo sila mai-impress during defense. But I'm not saying kailangan ma-impress nyo sila. No? What I'm trying to say is that paano kayo makakasurvive dun sa inyong research defense. So, bago natin ituloy ito, I would like to request that you please like, share, and subscribe this YouTube channel so that it can also help others. Okay, panoorin na natin. Worried ka ba about facing top thesis defense panel? So, don't worry, hindi ka nag-iisa. Many students fear being grilled with challenging questions, intimidating comments, or even unexpected critics. But don't panic. There are ways on how you're going to stay calm, be confident, and in control. In this lesson video, I'm going to share 10 smart tips para makatulong sa inyo on how you're going to handle even the most difficult panel with grace and confidence. So, minsan kasi ang mga estudyante, no, nag-develop sila ng ill feelings towards their panel members kasi yung iba masyadong mahigpit, hindi napaka-helpful, o kaya naman palaging galit, or sumisigaw, o kaya naman hindi sila approachable. But regardless of what will be the character of your panel members, always remember that you have to be calm, because being in a calm situation, you can think a lot, no, on how are you going to answer questions of your panel members. So let's start with my first tip. Know your research like the back of your hand. You have to believe, maniwala ka na wala nang mas nakakahiya pa kaysa sa ma-stuck ka sa tanong tungkol sa sarili mong thesis. So when you are asked about your thesis paper, you will be the one to know the answer, or the first to know the answer to the questions, because that is your research paper. Ikaw ang author niyan. Ikaw ang nagsulat. So you have to trust in yourself that you can answer the question. It's not the panel members who wrote it. It's you, or it's your co-members, it's the group who wrote your thesis paper. Dapat you have to be prepared to explain all parts of your research paper. Kaya sinasabing your, kasi ikaw yung gumawa. Why did you choose the topic? What are the methods that you have used? What are the findings? And then how did you end with your research? Meaning, what is your conclusion? What did you find? What have you found out about the research paper? And what are your common recommendations? Yung mahigpit na panel, no, gamitin ko na yung term, huhukayin talaga nila yung detalye ng research paper mo. Kahit nakakasagot ka pa, hahanap at hahanap yan ng question para malaman nila kung talagang alam mo yung nangyari sa research paper mo. But, if you know, okay, you understand, you memorize yung research mo from the beginning up to the end, mas kampante kang makakasagot ka. Okay? Second, expect the tough questions. Iset mo agad yung isip mo na mahihirapan ka talaga sa panel members mo. Ako, what I suggest with my students, especially if they are graduate school students, or if I myself, if I will be presenting my research paper to a panel members or through a panel of scholars, what I'm doing is that I'm looking who are my panel members. Tignan ko yung mga pangalan nila. This is my own experience, and then I will go to Google Scholar, I will type their name, and then look into their specialization. So makikita ko doon kung ano bang field of expertise ng aking panel members. In your case, you have to know your panel members. Sinasabi naman ito in advance. What are their expertise? You can also ask others. Paano po magtanong? Si teacher na ganito or si teacher na ganyan? Ano yung usual? So, that can give you an idea. Pag-isipan mo kung nasaan yung kahinaan ng research mo at kung anong parte ang pwedeng questionin ng panel members. So you have to be prepared. Maganda ka ng sagot sa mga tanong gaya ng bakit ito yung method na ginamit mo? Okay? O anong babaguhin mo kung ulitin mo itong research paper mo? If you are prepared to these difficult questions, hindi ka basta-basta matitigilan pag sumasagot ka na sa kanila. No? Because you have anticipated na these are the questions that will be asked during the defense, and I am prepared for it. Third one, have a clear thesis and argument. Kailangan clear sa panel kung tungkol saan talaga yung research mo. As I have mentioned do sa first slide natin, nakakahiya talaga no kapag medyo hindi natin alam yung sagot dun sa tanong kung tayo yung gumawa, no? Kung tayo yung author ng ating sariling research. Kaya dapat, when you answer the panel members, it will be clear. Ano ba talaga yung research mo? Kung hindi mo kayang ipaliwanag ang main point ng thesis mo sa few words or few sentences, mahirapan kang kumbinsihin sila kung ano talaga yung research paper mo. You have to practice, no, to summarize your own study sa paraang maiintindihan mo kahit ng taong walang alam sa field mo. Kasi sometimes yung mga technical expertise talagang or ikaw lang yung nakakaalam tungkol doon sa field na sinasabi, pero dapat ma-explain mo yon in a manner na maiintindihan ng panel members mo. Kapag malinaw and strong yung explanation mo, that's a good point that you know your research paper because it can easily be understood or understand by the listeners. Practice your presentation a lot, okay? Mas marami kang practice, mas magiging maayos ang takbo ng defense mo. Okay? To be serious, no, wag mong laktawan or wag mong ipagsawalang bahala yung pagpa-practice mo ng iyong research presentation. Mag-practice ka sa harap ng salamin, o kaya with your friends, o kaya i-record mo yung sarili mo habang nagpe-present ka. Magandang tip yun, no? You record yourself while you are presenting your research. Kapag kabisado mo na yung presentation mo, hindi ka basta-basta mararatel kapag sunod-sunod na yung tanong sa'yo ng panel members. Fifth, be ready to defend your methods. Ito yung kadalasan na nagiging Waterloo ng mga estudyante, no? Yung methods tsaka methodologies. Yung mahigpit na panel member, siguradong tatanungin ka niyan kung bakit pinili mo yung research method mo. Ano yung ginamit mo at paano mo to sinuportahan sa findings mo. You have to be prepared to explain bakit ito yung pinakaangkop na approach sa study mo. Hindi pwedeng kasi po sabi ng advisor ko, kasi po sabi ng ganito, kasi po sabi ng ganon. Kailangan mo ipakita na pinag-isipan mo talaga yung mga desisyon mo bilang isang researcher. Ano yung pinagbatayan mo kung bakit iyon naging research design mo? Pinagbatayan mo ba yung title mo, yung research questions mo, yung theoretical framework mo? So, hindi mo po pwedeng sabihin, sinabi ni ganito, sinabi ni ganon, o kinopya ko sa ganitong paper or kinopya ko sa ganon. So, you have to justify it as a researcher. 6, stay calm even if you're freaking out inside. This is very important. Kapag nakikita kasi ng panel na kinakabahan ka, lalo ka nilang sinusubukan. Kaya what you have to do, huminga ka muna ng malalim bago ka sumagot. Okay lang na mag-pause ka sandali, pero ulitin ko, yung sinasabi nating dead air, iiwasan mo yon, yung sobrang tagal bago ka sumagot. You have to pause for a while and then you think. Kapag may mga mahirap na tanong, avoid panicking. Remember, you are the expert of your own research. Ang gusto lang ng panel ay makita kung kaya mong humarap sa pressure na tanungin ka sa sarili mong gawa or sarili mong research. 7, own up to your weaknesses. Again, walang research na perfecto. At alam din yan lahat ng panel members. Alam yan ng mga researchers. Kung may mga limitasyon o bagay na hindi mo nasasagot, you have to be honest. Because hindi mo maloloko ang panel members mo. Hindi ka pwedeng magpanggap na flawless ang lahat ng laman ng research paper mo. Mas maganda kasi kung you have to admit kung ano pa yung pwede mong improve sa iyong research paper. Mas ma-earn mo pa yung respect kasi nagiging transparent ka dun sa laman ng iyong research paper. But I'm not saying that if you have to reveal the limitations, wala kang ginawa nung nakita mo siya. So dapat, as a researcher, kung na-observe mo na o na-anticipate mo na yung limitations ng study mo, dapat binabantayan mo na rin siya, lalo if you're doing an experiment, yung threats to internal validity. Hindi po pwedeng sasabihin mo, ito po nakita ko siya, but what have you done as a researcher? Ano yung ginawa mo? No? Para ma-minimize mo yung effect ng limitation dun sa iyong study. 8, explain how your work matters. Gusto ng panel members na malaman kung bakit mahalaga ang research mo. Ano yung bigger picture? No? Ano yung connection ng thesis mo sa broader field? Or paano nakakaugnay ang thesis mo sa mas malawak na usapan dun sa expertise or sa field mo? Kapag naipakita mong meron kang ambag doon talaga sa ginawa mo, siguradong you will impress the panel members. You have to show na hindi ka lang basta nagsulat ng papel. Dapat merong saysay or halaga yung contribution ng iyong research paper. Know your data like it's your best friend. Kung nag-gather ka ng data, kung meron kang data collection, kung meron kang data gathering, dapat kaya mong ipaliwanag. No? So sinasabi nga nila, kung alam mo yung research paper mo, kahit nakapikit ka, kahit pagkagising mo pa lang, alam mo na kung paano mo explain yung paper mo. Ano ba yung ibig sabihin ng numbers na to? Bakit mo siya na-analyze sa ganong paraan? Kapag tinatanong ka kung anong results mo, you have to explain it clearly base dun sa data na meron ka, na maipapakita mo talaga sa panel members na naiintindihan mo kung ano yung kahulugan ng findings mo. So if you have these numerical results, what is the meaning of that? Because presenting the numerical results of your study does not end there. You have to have a meaning of that result. In the same way, if you have these themes in your qualitative research, if you have these patterns, what does that mean? Okay? And then lastly, you do a mock defense. Huwag ka lang umasa na magiging okay ang lahat dahil nag-practice ka. Subukan mong gawin yung mock defense kasama yung mga friends mo, yung classmate mo, o minsan yung advisor mo. Ako as an research instructor, I always encourage my students to do a mock defense. I also do mock defense inside the classroom before their defense. So, ako mismo yung nagtatanong sa kanila kung ano yung mga common questions na pwedeng ibato or itanong sa kanila kapag sila ay nagpe-presenta ng kanilang research paper. So, yung mga feedback, yung presentation, masabuting maharap mo na yung mahihirap na tanong bago pa yung totoong defense para masanay ka sa pressure at mas maayos mo pa yung mga sagot mo. So ngayon alam nyo na, no? Paano nyo sagutin yung mga panel members na sabihin na nating mahigpit or medyo mahirap magtanong. Okay? So good luck on your defense, whether it is a title defense, whether it's a proposal or a colloquium or final defense. I know that you will succeed in your research defense. Kayang-kaya nyo yan. Lalo pat, meron mga ganitong platform na tumutulong sa inyo kung ano ba yung mga possibilities na pwedeng mangyari during your defense, especially if you are a newbie in making a research. Please like, share, and subscribe this YouTube channel, and I hope that you learn something new about this one, or kung hindi man bago, madagdagan ng inyong kaalaman tungkol sa topic na ito. Always remember, we unlock insights to empower your minds. Thanks for watching, everyone, and see you on our next lesson video. Bye-bye!